A very good morning team, this is Amir Mustafa. In this video we will understand attached and detached mode of Docker containers. We will also understand Docker logs and how we can check the logs of the container. So for this one is really simple. So what we do first, let's understand all the 4 commands, then we'll execute it. So for what is attached mode? By attached mode we mean that whenever we run a command, after that it happens like when we run node server, some command like node command or python command, ongoing server happens, and this also indicates that server is running. Then we go and check in the browser our application is running. So this ongoing pointer in the terminal is called attached mode. This comes to our second point, which is detached mode. Detached mode is exactly opposite of attached mode. Server will still be running, but it will be running in background. So in the same terminal we can write more commands now. Both of the mode have their independent advantage based on the requirement we'll use. So for creating a container we run this command docker run 8000, the port and the container ID. Suppose it is a new ID, then first we run docker build dot, we get image ID from there and we paste it over here and run it. It is observed that when the first time when we run it, the ongoing server happens, hence it is attached mode. You will also see in the terminal, we'll just execute it. So for creating the server we run this command docker run this. So if you haven't seen this previous video, I'll recommend that after this video, or you can even pause and go back to the video. There we have discussed all the commands of Docker, most of the commonly used commands in the Docker. But for this video need not go there. So what we will do, that docker run this command will create the container and start it. What we are seeing, that terminal is running over here, but it is running forever. We cannot write more commands after enter. So this is attach mode. Next is restarting the container. We can restart a container which is running, and so for restarting a container we have a command docker start and the container ID. So what happens when we run this, create the container and run it first time, it is in attach mode. For restarting a container it is always in detach mode. By detach mode you can see that a pointer has reached next page. Here we can add more commands. So this is the default nature of Docker. Now based on the requirement, Docker provides this facility that we can choose any of the mode as per our requirement. So before going to that, you might ask why are we using attach mode? What are the benefit of attach mode or detach mode? So suppose we are in development stage of the software application. So at that time we require to print logs to see if data is coming or pointer is coming to that place, like we write in node or python. So console get print. So in that case, if we are in attach mode, all the logs will be print over here. So in the development time, I think this is very helpful. Now consider, then okay, attach mode has advantage, then why we should use detach mode then? So this also has its own unique setup. So currently like in my project, what we are doing, that we have a VDI. VDI means computer inside a computer, client's computer, and literally when high traffic will be there, means lots of user will be working in the time now, you can feel that computer is little means despite its high configuration, based on the traffic, slowness happens. So in that case now, less number of terminal is a lifesaver. Like suppose we have opened 2 terminal, 3 terminal, at that time the computer slows down sometimes. though this is for security purpose VDI, but it impacts performance, like working in the self computer and working in a remote computer. There is a difference in performance. So in that case, how detach mode is helpful? So we don't want that we open too many terminals over there. If we open too many terminals, chances are that slowness might impact. It may impact development. So in that case, what we do, we open in detach mode. Okay, that you can open the terminal. We tell the okay, open the server in background. No need to block this terminal. Let's open and we can execute more commands here. So this is the benefit of detach mode. So we have seen the default nature at present. Start mode starts, creating first mode, creating the container runs in attach mode, means logs will print, and restarting by default opens in detach mode, means we can write more commands. It is possible that we can open both the command in either of the modes. For that, Docker provides us with two flags. One is -a, one is -d. If we want to open in attach mode, simply we add -a. In detach mode, we simply add d. So we executed the same command which we did over here, but we know the default nature of creating is attach mode, so we added d. So this time code opened in detach mode, and same is the case for restarting the container. Docker start -a. Its default nature is that it starts in attach mode or detached mode, so we have appended attach mode now. So even in restart we can print log if we require. Yeah, I think this is for detach mode and attach mode. And the next thing we'll see is Docker logs. Logs is very helpful. Logs mean, suppose we are using restart mode, but in the same time we want to see the list of logs which I have printed. So there are two ways this can be done, either with terminal or with the Microsoft extension we'll use in VS Code. So docker log command ID, when we use this command, it will give all the logs which is printed till date. And there is another one beautiful flag, -f. So what it does, it opens, it also gives the future logs. Suppose we have ran this command, but we want that no, the future log also we need it, so this will help us to get that. The second way is using the extension. Extension one is visual, so it is a very eye pleasing way. So just we see our list over here, list of container. If you want to view log, just right click on view logs, and log will be printed over here. So that's all for this video, but let's try once to see in real time how this is working. So we are in terminal, we make sure that docker is running over here. So what we'll do, docker ps command. So we have no active container over here, and let's go over here. See, this is the Docker extension. From here also we can start, remove, view logs, everything can be done. So what we'll do, just docker, let's run this command first, docker build dot. What this command will do, it will give us the image ID. So what it is doing, it is taking a snapshot of our code and it will return the image ID. So docker run p 2080 and container ID, enter. So our terminal is running, and this is in, If we refresh it, see, this is running now. We are getting a server, and we have over here. So what we'll do, let's quickly kill this server. Let me refresh it. Oh sorry, I shouldn't have this one. Let me refresh this one. Okay, it's saved, and this is still running. So we need to stop the server first. For stopping the server, two ways it can be done. Either right click on this, stop. This is the best way, easy. And the second way is docker ps. This gives us id to stop. Docker, okay, we need to, okay, docker stop id. So what we'll do now, we'll run the same command, but we'll open in by default it was in attach mode creating. We'll open the same in detach mode. Now let's clear this. Docker build dot, we get the id over here. I'll just refer you from this one because it will be easier to understand. So first we ran this command, we got the terminal, it was in this mode. Now what we'll do, we are running the same command again but using detach mode so that a terminal will be free. So for that we run same command, docker run 3080 container id. We do not copy the SHA, just the id. So we'll give d flag. This is for detach mode. And we see that we got our terminal back. It means we can write more commands over here. Docker ps. So our terminal is not blocked, but when we go over here and suppose let's close this, no server is running in the front, but still if we run it, we see that our application is running. Now for printing the logs, how can we print logs? Right click on this, view logs. So currently don't have any log. View logs. So if there will be logs, logs will be printed. We have just recently created the terminal. So how to get the logs? Let's write something. Suppose happy learning. This one only I wrote. We added something we have written, and that we have also consoled over here in the code. So what we'll do, let's kill this. Command is docker log. First we copy paste the container id. We get container id, docker log container id. I hope this is log only, not logs. Yes, it is logs. So see, log is printing over here. So in the same, if we had -f flag, then if we do some later logging, that will also print. We can also just right click over here and click view logs. This is the second way to see the log. See, this time it got printed. So either we can go from the terminal or from this extension. Yeah, that's all for this video, team. Thank you for watching.